see how this goes. I'm not sure how he's hit his guns. He's got... Yeah, because like I said, he's got 12s. His 12's the same as mine. No, he's got standard shells. Yeah, I'm not sure why the microphone was playing up there. I jiggled the wire in the back of it and it's working again now, so maybe it was a bit loose. Whatever, just had a bit of odd silence at the beginning. It's fine. It's all fine. Yeah, so we've got much more of a more modern shit with our armament, but there was a guy who left on the comment on the previous one. He basically was pointing out everything that I was doing wrong, most of which I already knew. But I wanted to sort of improve a little bit on some of it. So, we'll try. Yeah, we've got a penalty for 2 barrels turret tear. I'm guessing because these guns are probably too large for what I'm actually equipped for. But at the same time, we've now increased our distance. So there we go. We've got 25% chance to hit, 21% chance to pen. Which is pretty high now. Now 5s are firing away. They're not really doing anything, but they're firing. Yeah, Imperator Pavel there. So he's bigger than us displacement wise. Armor is thinner but better quality. And not much bulkheads, but he's got fairly good firepower. So if we could actually hit him, that'd be nice. We seem to be struggling to hit him at the time being. I don't really want to be going into a slugging match because even though we've got the better armor in terms of thickness, the armor itself isn't as good as his. Yeah, it takes a little bit of getting used to this game. I mean, most of it is pretty self-explanatory when you start looking into it, but it's just a matter of working out what matters. Like, this is all basically your bonuses and penalties for the gun. This is showing information up here depending on where my cursor is, so when I select the ship, it shows his details. I'm pointing with my hand on the right of the screen as if that's going to show. No, that's not going to be visible. You've got the status of the ship in the top right. In this case, it's the enemy ship. When it's not highlighted, it's showing my own ship. And then you've got a report that shows what the events of battle actually are. We've got some hits there. Like, yes, we destroyed a casemate and set him on fire. He fired back at us and missed. So that is good. Down here is your orders. I'm not going to give AI control because the AI is pretty terrible. I don't want to let them really control that. So he's got, yeah, 9.6. So if we keep sort of more than 2.5 away from him, his main guns are going to have a lower penetration chance, at least on our belt. If he hits anywhere else, that's going to cause problems, but at least with the belt that is protecting the vitals of our ship, like the machinery spaces and the magazine, they are going to be better off. We double click, we jump to him. Yeah, we've not got any underwater hits on him, so he hasn't had any flotation damage, whereas we have. He's reloading, but he's not firing yet, so let's start a sharp turn. If I right click, I'm giving an order which seems to be at whatever the ship's best speed is. If I take manual control over the rudder, I can get a tighter turn, but that will bleed off more speed than the right clicking, because I'm bleeding off speed now, but it seems to bleed off less. That is what I can figure anyway. He's about to fire. Oh, there's one salvo. He missed. That one. Oh, they already hit a funnel, so that's gonna... He's destroyed one of our heads of funnels, so that's going to slow the response time of our engines and potentially our speed. Because damaged can be repaired, a destroyed item cannot be repaired, at least from what I can tell. So we'll straighten up now. Keeping a little bit of angling on him, but not a lot. Yeah, the weather has an impact on the clarity, but I think that just shattered. I think that just shattered. That's what that icon looked like, so... Oh, no, we did get a penetration, it just was a little lacking. We set to 5 times speed, because pre-Dreadnoughts stuff happens a bit slower. Let's point that way a bit. We'll fire first, and then we'll turn away. Try and basically avoid his fire as much as we can, whilst taking advantage of when we can fire. That's the theory. Practice isn't working so well right now. But that's the theory anyway. Yeah, we seem to be getting a lot of partial pens because we've sort of gone further away. We're still 20% chance, so that's not bad, but his design is seemingly pretty good too because he's got better armor than what we can fit. We damaged one of his main guns, I think. Yes. We're on fire, so we're taking damage from that. We destroyed a casemate. Good. And we're getting a bit close now. Yeah, you could sort of increase the speed of the ship by, like I said, taking over from manual rudder. But it doesn't make a tremendous difference, it seems. Let's get some distance because we're getting a bit close to him. And we ran out of time. So... yeah, casemate... yes, retried, but no, because I want to change to balanced gun decks, because that gives explosives, which hopefully means we can use better powder. A casemate is these gun houses. Basically, they're a gun house in the hull where the gun fires in between. So they can fire in this armored gun house, but because it is a fixed mount and not a turret, you have restricted arcs of fire. And as a casemate is usually in the hull, that means that if the ship is rolling in seas, you're not going to be able to fire as effectively. So they are a type of gun that was very common until the early 20th century. And then as turrets sort of started getting better, they replaced it with, you know, turrets which were a little heavier. They're heavier than a casemate mount, but they are more flexible. So that is sort of the difference. Let's straight away try and get the better things. Yes, we got better powders. Better damage, better fire chance, better gun range, shell damage, shell muzzle velocity. So let's go the ballistite. That seems to be the better option there. Enhanced gun reloading might be better. Yeah, casemate was a lot cheaper to make because you're literally just putting a gun on a deck mount and then basically building a gun emplacement of armor around it. Whereas a turret has to take up a section on the deck. You have to have a rotation mechanism, which means some sort of electric motor or mechanical, so that adds to your cost and your weight. and then you didn't really benefit that much from it at this point in history. So you were pretty much better off not worrying about it too much. Let's drop the speed off again because we don't need to worry about it too much. Let's try something different with this. And yeah, it would be nice to have a faction select screen. At the moment, you just seem to get randomly given a faction. Like now, we're the battleship Maryland, so presumably that means this is now an American ship. It'll look exactly the same because that's the only hull we've been given. But we are now going to be an American ship, I guess. Aiming speed, damage controlling speed. That one increases base accuracy. So we'll go that one, yeah. We'll go same as previously, basically. But yeah, I'm very interested in seeing what the campaign will bring, because hopefully it will be interesting. Let's go that. Main guns, what are our options going to be? The 12's still probably best, because the 13s are going to have a penalty, I believe. The 11s sort of could work, but wouldn't really work as well. Main menu, hold left alt and click campaign. Right, so that's a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. Let me just go back to that then. So on the main menu, so what are you saying? Yeah, left alt, click campaign. So new campaign, I guess. Oh yeah. There you got a few different factions. That's interesting. So I would probably personally go Chinese Empire just because they were interesting, even if at this point in history they didn't really do a lot. But it is what it is. Let's go back to our thing. We'll have to start again, but that doesn't matter. I didn't really do a lot. Compound armor, citadel, ballistite, heavy shells, enhanced reloading. Yeah, actually, hang on, we got, yeah, basically it looks like Threat Tower 3 is literally superior in basically every way, so there's little reason not to use it. The single big gun at the back. I might do that with a second ship at some point. I'm not sure that's really going to work for this one. Because, I'd love to use the 13s, but they're not really worth it. I don't think. Because they don't really get you that much better penetration, and they are a lot of extra cost and weight. And the 12s are already quite bad for that, so... Like there. Literally, we put that on, we're already overweight, so... what can we do? We got nothing with these. No, we got no text for engines. We can kill the range off. Kill the speed off. We don't need that. Oh, we don't really need to worry about the speed much. Yeah, I don't really like the Mark 1 guns either. They seem to give you much more of a penalty. I would go 11s, but for the AI that seems to get randomly generated often tends to have better bonus armor than I have. So, I'm not sure I could really do that. I could drop the bulkheads down, but I'm not sure I really want to do that either at this point. Gonna need at least one set of funnels. Can we get away with just a single? That's a slight penalty, especially the torque, so that might not work. I could do just a really big ship with lots of small guns. I actually did that previous stream. It was absurd, but it was kind of funny. Yeah, I'm gonna need to increase the armor, but I might want to. Do I need to drop the speed down again? Because I'm just concerned how I'm not really sure how the torque at higher RPM penalty affects how the game calculates your engines, because it doesn't really suggest you much there. But no, I definitely want to have I'd like to have 11 belt armor. I'm gonna have to increase the size, I think. But that's gonna just push it up. Let's go 15,000. Yeah, the whole immunity zone theory is what I try to work with. That's what I was sort of trying to do with this game. And yeah, because we don't have direct control over where the ships are firing, we can only sort of do what we can. Yeah, so we got still going to be affected the same way. Damage control's good. Does it show? Does it show anywhere on the details on the right what the actual performance is going to be? I can't really see it. I could put secondaries, but they don't really do anything against capital ships, so I might just literally leave it as the two big guns, and then try and put on more armor. Question is, do I want to increase conning tower? The extended belt seems like it might be useful, just because at these sort of close-in ranges, we're not getting a lot of plunging fire from the main battery, so I'm not too worried about the deck. But the belt is taking a lot of fire. Not having secondaries means I believe we've got less chance of things happening. Yeah, the secondaries used to cause fires, but I wasn't really seeing them doing that. Yeah. They didn't seem to be doing that in the previous one. They were just sort of firing and doing nothing if they actually hit. But yeah, like the smaller guns are intended to mostly be anti-smaller boat work, so... But if I look at what I've got these deck mounts, which you can't really mount in many places. Like, you can see these too, like they've got like abysmal accuracy. So... The thing is, what's really the point of putting them on when they take up weight and cost that I could pump into ammo when then their fire chance isn't great. Like if I stuck from 4 inches on, I'm going to very quickly see, even just having 4 of them on pushes me overweight, so I'd have to bump up the weight of the ship, which increases the cost, though I can afford slightly more at the moment. But again, the 4s, they have, like I say, 7.8% hit chance at 2.5 kilometers, 2,500 meters, which is, at the moment, my target fighting range, because these main guns have an accuracy of 20% at that range and 10.4 inches of armor pen. We are fighting a battleship at this point, so... Alternatively, I could try and stick the 6s on, which are much better, but they're also a lot heavier. You see, I could literally not even put on a pair of those without pushing it overweight right now. But I wouldn't mind having at least, you know, some of them, so there's something that might give some fire chance. Cull the bulkheads back a little bit. That helps me stay under without having to increase the size or the weight much. But I can't, you know, that only leaves me 11 tons. So I can't really give any improvements for this. The issue is if they've got bigger guns than I have, then I can't really, like, if their guns penetrate my armor, they won't do as well. So if this one fails, I might try something dumb like see. I haven't got side guns sadly, but see how many like of these ones I could fit on. the 10s or the 9s, because I could probably fit them on more. Like, I could probably, yeah, even fit one there if I really wanted to. But that's a lot of weight on its own. And would be, you know, kind of silly. Actually, no, I don't have any barbettes. No, there's no mouse to put them, so I can't put them anywhere. That's a shame. That would be kind of fun to just sit a 9 somewhere. Actually, how big are the 9 singles? 294. If I hold Alt, is Alt or Control? I can't remember. One of them gives me more fine control, but yeah, I've only literally got the ends of the ship, and that's not really going to work. Fun as it would be. Can I get away with increasing anything? I can increase turret, but I don't really need to. Secondaries, again, don't really matter because I haven't even got many secondaries. I've literally only got the 4, so that'll be fine. So plan, say, scroll down. Pennsylvania class, apparently. Shame it doesn't actually show you what the armor arrangement is there. That would be nice. I bump up the belt further. Actually, let me put a little bit more on the extended. Yes, I can have torpedo launchers. They weigh 60 tons. My experience is I can't get torpedoes to fire accurately. The enemy always seems to have their torpedoes come close to hitting, but they always seem to detect mine and outturn them. Which is a little frustrating. Even though, realistically, in this time period, most pre-Dreadnought battleships did have torpedoes. Like, they would usually have a torpedo in the bow, at least, and then in the sides. We'll see what the AI gives us this time. Okay, so now we are the United States fighting the Spanish. Okay, so we're now fighting over the Philippines or Hawaii or something. Yeah, I found if I use safe, they don't even fire at all. So I was finding myself having to use a lot of the time the aggressive mode just so they would launch in the first place. It's a shame I can't... You got shell types here, but if they could break it down between the size of guns you're using, that would be nice. Let's try getting in close and see what happens. We don't know what this guy has yet, but we can sort of get an idea by looking at him. So he's got... Interesting, he's got a gun there, so he's not going to be firing directly ahead very well. He's got a lot of secondaries, but those main guns, I can't tell based on the housing, but they don't look particularly large. Ah, are they 11 inches? Yes, they are, okay. Oh, there we go. That was a nasty hit we just got on him. We took out both engines, set fire, and flooding. That worked. Actually, yeah, look, his armor is thinner than ours, and it's not got any bonuses, so he's actually got a lot weaker armor than we have. And he can't pen our armor, our belt armor anyway, even at 1,000 meters, so even at our current range, his main artillery won't be able to pen our belt. He can pen the ends, but that's only one part of it. Now sixes seem to just be targeting the hull at the moment, so They're not being as effective as they might be. And he doesn't have any torpedoes. So we can get nice and close without worrying about being torpedoed ourselves. Actually, can we turn sharper, please? Yeah, there we go. So let's get that aft gun into play. Yeah, I was going to say, the armor-piercing shells don't seem to do as much as they should at the moment. I mean, I don't know a lot about gunnery for the early 20th century, but I feel they could be doing a little bit more than they are. And yeah, I would absolutely love ramming to actually do something, because at the moment, the ramming just bounces off. You don't really do anything, which is a shame. Let's drop down to full. There we go. Oh, there we go. More fires, more floodings. Took his engine out that he just repaired. Okay, this time, there you go. We've barely been harmed, and he's really not doing too well, so this is benefiting us at the moment. We are going to start angling away from him, though, if we keep this speed up, so let's try and turn, I suppose, or should we just turn towards him? He's basically not moving at all, so do you get a penalty or a bonus for stopping, I wonder? I haven't tested it enough to know for sure, but I haven't noticed any bonuses. He's not doing too well. Oh, there goes his main tower. Another fire. You probably could run in the flank and then travel. I might do that if however this works out. I might try messing around with just a dumb design if possible. It probably won't do anything, but it'd be interesting to see what I could do with that. The smaller guns are lighter, so I could probably really beef up the armor if I wanted. Target slow speed is increasing our accuracy by 31%. That's interesting. I think the AI generation gave us a much nicer ship than last time to combat. Oh, did he just have a magazine explosion? That's what that looked like. Is really seen better days. This is almost like a accurate recreation of what really happened to the Spanish fleet. Oh, there you go. He's sunk because he's literally entirely ablaze. So, that design worked. Mission complete. But, before we move on, let's go a dumb design. We could do an armored cruiser, but I'm not sure armored cruiser is really going to work for the spamming of smaller guns where possible. I could put down the 8s and not right. Like, they're all not really very good guns. Those are okay, but I can only fit 2 of them, which is the issue. Whereas if we go to Battleship 1 or 2, we can potentially fit more of them on. Maybe not, but maybe. Like, it won't let me put one up there because that's where the thing's got to go. So now let's go back to this hull, because this hull had it before. Yeah, I was trying to do that with two cheap cruisers last time with like a single 11-inch gun on the back. But that didn't really work. Let's try that though. Do I want to bring back the meme ship? Because that really was nothing but a meme ship. Let's be honest here. Or do we want to just try and put smaller guns? Because I had an 11 single like that on the back. Which was daft. Or do I want to put it on the front? Charge towards battle with a big gun on the front, but that's way too heavy. Actually, it works at the moment, but it says you need at least two. Even though we got two, but we've only got one mount of two, so I guess that's how it's working that out. I guess. Put sixes on the back, I suppose. There we go. We charge towards the enemy with our twin 11-inch battleship gun on the bow of our armored cruiser. And then 6 inches at the back. Those are all 2-inch guns, if I remember, is all that will work. And yeah, if you could keep the cost below that, I could get 3. But given the cost of having these big guns, that's not going to work. Have I got... No, I won't have any of that tech, will I? Because it's still the same thing. Let's go the one that increases HE. Go the heavy shells again. Enhanced reload, why not? Now. Apparently my engine efficiency is still 100, so can I get rid of one of these? That quite badly affected it, so can I put just a standard one, let's say there. No, that's... I'm still trying to work out how it's actually calculating that, because it doesn't seem to be working out quite as much as I like. But cheeseburger shells be like the super heavies, or am I thinking something else? Can I fit 4s anyway? I can fit 4s, but torpedo tube, we gotta have that. Now, we're overweight, unfortunately. But we've got a little bit of playroom to increase the displacement and still build too. We fit torpedoes anywhere else? They're gonna be too heavy, aren't they? Yeah. We've literally only got 10 tons of this. So there we go. We have a torpedo on the bow. We have a twin 11-inch gun on the bow. And then we have just a 6-inch on the back. Oh yeah, can we get... That's going to increase the weight though, isn't it? Oh no, it doesn't. Wow. We've got a lot more room to play with. We don't have a citadel protection at all, which we might want to use. But that increases the weight a little bit. Apparently we don't have any fires. Can we put... Yeah, we could put 4s in, or we could put more torpedoes. I think torpedo the bow, and then some broadside ones will work. Get some 4s there. And then, yeah, the 3s literally can't fit anywhere, can they? No. So it would have to be the 2s, which could go everywhere, but do very little. Yeah. And these ships would be brawlers, so I don't see this really working out particularly well, but let's chuck them on anyway. Fill the gun slots. Do we fit these? Ah, apparently we can fit these up here. We fit 3s up there? No, but we can fit 2s up in the masts. I didn't even know that was a thing. But apparently that's badly placed now. You let me pick that up, Aeon. Right click. There we go. I didn't even know you could put that on there. That looks so stupid. Yes, let's max out the torpedoes because we got some weight to handle it. There we go. Can we fit more useless guns? Anywhere? Ah, I could fit them there. Yeah. Not very good fire arcs, but they will fit there. That one would literally do nothing. I could put ones here. There we go. Then that's going to interfere with that gun, isn't it? Yeah. So, a really dumb cruiser. There we go. So, we'll have 2 cruisers with 5.8 inches of belt armor, 8 torpedo tubes. What's that? Hang on. 32 2-inch guns, 4 4-inch, one of the 6 dual 6 inches, and then the big piece of resistance of the absolutely dumb giant gun at the front. And I picked gun cotton, which should give us an increased chance of HE, which is what these small guns are going to be firing. So, let's see how we go. Now we're the Spanish against the Austro-Hungarians. Okay. Torpedoes can go to save. Let's... Spacing... Let's go to tighten the formation. And, yes, let's charge. Drop down to full so we get the accuracy bonus. And then try and get in range whilst keeping that accuracy bonus. So what's it? The La Concepcion and Santa Cristo de Burgos. Okay. These are some funny looking ships, I'll tell you what. Like, just, they look like old school Age of Sail ship with all the 2-inch guns in the sides. Which, by charging him, we're avoiding them. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Let's flank, get in max speed to get close, and then... Look at that, he's already burning. And destroyed one of his secondary tower. So he's actually got 11-inch guns like we have. He's just got 2 more of them. And smaller gun. He does have torpedoes. He hasn't launched them, but he has got them. Charge! Okay, he seems to be splitting his fire between both ships at the moment. It's hard to tell. Oh, he is ablaze. I don't know where his torpedo is because he hasn't launched it, so maybe he's got a bow one too. This is actually working a lot better than I thought it would so far anyway. He hasn't really hit us yet. Yeah, my torpedoes haven't launched yet. Oof. Oh, he destroyed the funnel, so the conception's gonna slow down a bit. Swing out to broadside, see if you can get your torpedoes off if possible. Whilst Cristo de Burgos should hopefully be in a good firing angle too. Oh, torpedoes are launched, I heard them. There they go. See if the accuracy was good enough. He is literally completely on fire from bow to stern right now. He isn't turning quick enough, so hopefully these are going to hit. Just the sheer volume of fire coming in from my two ships. That's impressive. Oh, one of the torpedoes at least is going to hit. Maybe actually I think he's going to hit all three. Looks like he's going to sail right into all three of them. Hit number one. Hit number two. Yeah, I think I missed it, but yeah. He is now flooding in 3 different places. Okay, squadron, swing back around. Did you launch your torpedoes as well? You did. Where did your torpedoes go? Ah, here's yours. So he's got another set of 3 torpedoes coming at him. Those ones are going to miss. This one might hit. Come on. Might hit him in the engine, actually. Take out his rudder would be nice. Actually, no. Yes, there you go. Rudder damage flooding. He is really having a bad day here. Look at the amount of fire coming in from our 2 cruisers. Sure, most of it isn't doing much, but he is completely burning down and flooding with 1 engine down, and he can't steer. Oof. Like I said, just took a big fire damage there. Engines disabled and flooding. So you may need to break off from the formation. I haven't figured out how to change who's leading it. It just seems to happen at random. But yeah, your structure 62 flow 51, so you're sinking almost. Cristo de Burgos is doing pretty good at the moment. But this guy is really having a bad time. He is dead in the water effectively now. Yeah, like Conception, you're not doing good, so I'm going to detach you from the division. You sit there. Oh, Cristo de Burgos, let's take you in and around. Flank speed again, please. He seems to be firing on our cruiser, which is crippled at the moment. Yeah. You're literally dead in the water with no engines, so you can save the day, right? He launched his torpedoes. The battleship launched his torpedoes. I don't know where they are, but he must have launched them. Or am I looking at mine? No, yeah, he did launch his, but I don't know where they went. Or was that what hit you? Were you hit by a torpedo, maybe? That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose one cruiser here. But, hey, 2 cruisers against 1 battleship. If one of the cruisers wins, that's pretty good. No, don't sail towards. I want you to close the distance. Let's get torpedo range if possible. I want to get another salvo off at him. Oh, you're launching them anyway, okay. Yes, you launched them literally now. 3 of them there. Oh, and you may be sinking, but you launched 2 as well. Let's see how these go. Thing is, he's underway again. He is moving, but he's moving very slowly on 1 engine. So he doesn't really have a chance of evading these, even with his rudder back. Ah, there goes one of our cruisers. Due to fire, apparently. But will her sacrifice not be in vain with this final torpedo salvo she launched? Looks like they're going to both hit, actually. Or at least one of them is. Oh, there's one. Second just missed the bow. But he didn't really want to take another torpedo, and now he's got 2 more coming in. That one's going to go wide. These 2, though. Hopefully at least one of them's going to hit. Oh, it's going to be close if it does. Yes, right on the bow. That's, what, 5 torpedoes I think he's taken now? He's really seen better days. Oh, and now we're launching torpedoes on our other side. Keep your angle. Let's watch this torpedo go. Ah, yeah, reduce to full, increase that accuracy. Oh, there's the other torpedo hit. I think he's going to capsize. He's not looking healthy right now. Oh, have we lost our other one gone down already? Yes. No, there's no oil slick or anything. Oh, that's where she went down. All that's left is a single lifeboat. So, we salute you. We salute you, like Inception. You did your duty well. Ah, look at this. Torpedoes at point blank range. As if he needs more torpedoes taking him on. One hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. This battleship's done for, yeah. His entire underwater hull is flooding. And he's now got no engines. Oh, he launched a torpedo at us. Quick, actually. Yeah, we're going to take that torpedo. Oh, he sank due to heavy flooding. We took a torpedo. But it doesn't matter. We won. Yeah, that actually worked a lot better than the battleship did. The stupid idea wasn't so stupid after all. That was actually a really effective strategy, as it turns out. Because he basically didn't do anything to us in return. So, I'm going to say that worked out well. Now let's try one of the others. Speed basics. You will build 1 light cruiser. The enemy, your ship must achieve 26 knots speed to catch up with the target. Shooting is not allowed, so you'll not be able to slow down your opponent with gunfire. Okay, so neither of us are allowed to use guns for this strategy. So we just have to build a fast ship. That's easy. Because we don't have to worry about guns. So we have to put guns on, but we don't need to really care about them. does just putting those towers make us overweight already? So the tiger's going to do 26 knots. So we want to do... Let's aim for 30 knots. Why not? Let's put a pair of chasers, pair of guns at the rear. That's it. We don't need guns. Ooh. We can even do it to diesels. No. Gear to... they're really expensive. Actually, yeah. Because I'd love to be able to just have 2 cruisers that are stupidly quick, but that's not going to work out, is it? Okay, oil. Let's go balance, sure. Let's put crop armor, maybe? That reduces the weight. So we're basically building a ship that can't really fight, but it can chase down anyone at the moment. That's basically what we're doing. Let's give it heavy shells anyway, why not? We won't worry about rangefinders, that given we don't even need it. And yeah, we're not fighting, so we could literally remove all the armor. Let's just go as Japanese as we can, eh? That's basically what this is. Build a Japanese tissue paper cruiser. There we go. That means I could set that back to... What's that? Say compound armor. Oh, actually, no, it won't make a difference because we don't have any armor on, do we? Right. Funnels. We're going to need funnels. We can only fit 2 of those on, but we got maximum engine efficiency. Oh yeah, I suppose oh yeah, it is Italian actually. So this is very fitting for an Italian ship. Can we get much quicker? No. That pushes us over the cost, so we can't do that. But we can actually reduce the weight a bit. Make the ship smaller. Say there. Oh. Like that. There we go, 32 knots. That's pretty good. Perfect engine efficiency too, so I don't need to worry about that. Want to do anything else to that? I can only build one of them, unfortunately, because she's too expensive. We'll leave it like this. Let's see. Let's see how the cruiser, what's that? Liguria? Something like that. Let's see how she goes. Yes, the Italians will chase down the Germans with a cruiser that is much quicker than their ship is. Boom. Just don't get into an actual fight. This is a first response naval vessel. Those 4-inch guns aren't going to do a lot, but she'll chase you down easily. Because, yeah, you do 25 knots. So you do 25 knots. We do 32. So, our ship is like, what, 8? 8 knots faster? Something like that? We're already doing 32 knots, so there we go. You can hide in your smoke as much as you like. We're going to chase you down. We don't even need the ability to shoot. Also, we don't even need the ability for our propellers to turn. I presume that'll be a fix at some point in future. Because that would make sense to, in future, be able to, have your propellers visibly turning, you know. Just a hunch. I could accelerate time, but I don't really feel it's needed, given this isn't going to take very long at all. You cannot outrun us. You can try, but you will not succeed. Run away, Germany. The Italians are in hot pursuit. Even there you can see it visually, which is a little bit quicker. I think we're basically caught up to him already. See, that's one way to beat a destroyer, just have your cruiser be able to outrun it. That destroyer can almost outgun us. He's definitely got more torpedoes than we have, given we have none. But we got 4 4-inch guns, he's got 2 5s. It's funny when a destroyer is better armed than your ship is. This is like basically the American scout cruiser, isn't it? You know, be able to outrun them. Well, if a destroyer can only do 25 knots at this time. There we go. Mission complete. Easy one, that one. Now we need to build escaping destroyer. Maximum speed or balanced speed with survivability and firepower. Enemy is retreating 26. Optimized maneuverability. Balanced technology. Let's go mixed technologies for this one. We could try and build 2, but I don't think that's going to work. Let's build towers. Range we don't need. Let's get... Yeah. Immediately doing that, we're too expensive. So we're going to have to just have 1. Oil burner, yeah. Actually, will an auxiliary engine even help us? Yeah, let's do that. We don't need this armor again. He will be shooting back at us, but we don't need it. Actually, we'll keep the conning tower armor. And we'll keep that amount of belt with, yeah, half inch of extent. Actually, can we do, yeah, that. Actually, let's just make that like a proper protected cruiser. Okay, so the armor is universal. There we go. With 0.4 on the deck. That'll be fine. Now, this ship gonna need to be a bit quicker, actually. A bit too expensive, unfortunately. Let's just drop them down because they're less important. Main guns. What have we got? That's good. With sevens. No, we couldn't put sevens. Sorry. We put. Oh, we could put one on the back though. Oh, I've got to do that now, don't I? I mean, if we're chasing a ship though, that's in a useless spot because it can only fire directly aft, not ahead. But yeah, that's like not even worth putting there. Where if we put the 6 there. There we go. 1 6-inch, 4 5s, and 4 4. So we got our main punch there, basically. That's actually not bad. I mean, it looks dumb with just a single funnel there, but we don't even need a second one. Yeah, they won't fit there. Oh, and they won't fit there, but we could fit them on here. Ah, this is a British ship now, okay. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to leave it with that. Try and get away more speed, maybe? No, it's too heavy. Okay, we'll have to leave it at that. 80.5 engine efficiency. Okay, so we got a bonus to acceleration but less torque. Don't have any torpedoes, but they're too heavy to really be worthwhile chucking on this. Yeah, there we go. 27.5 knots, 2,900 tons. We're below the cost limit, we're below the weight limit. Let's just... let's give a little bit of turret armor, I suppose. There we go. I don't know what 0.1 of an inch of armor's gonna do on the roof. Basically nothing at all, but whatever. There you go, British Empire versus the Chinese Empire. So I guess we're not friends anymore. There you go, with a cruiser active. HMS active. With a nice big gun on the bow. This is their destroyer. Who's got quite a few small guns actually. Those are fairly larger guns there. But what's his speed? Because we can do 27.5. And in theory, we've got a few guns that can fire forwards. Oh, no, AI off, sorry. No, don't turn away. Just chase them down. Yeah. There you go. They can do 26 knots. Apparently we can do up to 28. So, we'll keep chasing him. Hopefully we'll be able to hit him more, because the 6 inches is fairly accurate. So are the 5s, but the 5s are further aft, so they're probably not going to be able to do as much fire as I would hope. If he was smart, what he'd do is he'd turn to launch some torpedoes to force us to slow or turn, bleed off speed, and then continue his retreat. But they don't do that. Taking out one of his funnels. So we are faster than him, it will just take longer for us to get in a position where we can fire fully on him. Oh, he's on fire. See how this goes. Oh, our 2 inches and our 4 inches are firing on him. The 5s are currently obstructed, being at the back. They're not in position to fire upon him. Oh, there goes his main tower. And he's on fire. Picked a fight with the Royal Navy and now he's probably regretting it. Because Britannia rule the waves. Yeah, full would slow us down to slower than his speed. We don't want that. So we want to close in as much as possible. That 6-inch gun when it fires sounds quite good actually. Apparently it's not target locked though. Ladder aiming. Why is that accuracy 2%? I wonder why that is. Oh, our 5 inches are now firing because we're not immediately following him. Smoke is making it hard to see. But we are bringing more guns to bear on him now, because we got these guns aft and now in range. Oh, in range of firing arcs anyway. Oh, another fire. Ooh, destroyed one of his main guns. The Chinese are having a bad day today. Now, he's starting to turn away a bit, so let's straighten up a little. Oh, he's been flooding, so he's slowed. Another fire. His torpedoes are aft, so as long as we can avoid their fire arcs, we should be okay. Yeah, he's flooding quite badly now. Yeah, let's turn so we don't give him a chance to use his torpedoes. Because they're his main weapon and we don't want him using them. We want to just burn and sink him down, basically. His engine's damaged, probably because it's flooding. Only 6.6% fire accuracy is a shame. Oh, ammo detonation. Nice. Oh, don't turn. There we go, he sunk. That actually worked better than I thought it would. Mission complete. Huzzah. Torpedo basics. This is the one I've tried and failed at plenty. Try to destroy a slow-moving pre-dreadnought with a torpedo boat squadron. So, enemy fleet, 1 battleship. Single enemies. Enemy will never retreat. Enemy has 10-inch max armor. So, basically, we can never sink him. Like that. Do we want to optimize torpedo propulsion? That looks like that might be a good one. More torpedo tubes. I don't know. Balanced torpedo tech. Or just more funds. More funds could make it easier. Yeah, let's just go more funds. Let's try and just make something small and cheap. So he's a pre-dreadnought, so he's not going to be fast. Speed. Really much. What's the difference for base accuracy? Body torpedo spotting. Well, I don't really care about the accuracy too much, given we're not really going to be firing at him with the main gun anyway. There's not much point to it. We'll sit one on as a token gesture. Dual funnels. Yes. We'll sit dual funnels on. We don't need range. We don't need much in the way of bulkheads. Fast torpedo production. Do we want fast torpedoes? Should be alright actually. Bigger torpedoes could be nice though. Let's go to the 17s. Yeah, we don't need armor. One times deck. Because we've only got singles. I put any there? Are they always going to be clippy? Yeah, they're always going to be overlapping. That's a pain. So. They're not going to fit there either. Actually, I'm not going to go the 17s because that seems like it's going to not work as well. They really only give us singles though. Yeah. Okay, used. Engine efficiency is kind of terrible. I don't know how to improve that much. That's still pretty bad. 29.5 knots is fine. I'd love to be able to put torpedoes there, but it's just not going to work, so... If I slow it down, can I get 4 back? No, I can't fit. Hang on, if I do... yeah. Yeah, well, I don't even know what this is, but this looks fun. Yeah, there you go. 70% engine efficiency is not bad. Now, which end of the torpedo is the launching end? It's that end, I think. Isn't it? I don't know. It won't let me put more, so I can only literally fit one if I do the design like this. You really not let me put it there? I'd love to put one. Knife. Maybe try. Are they smaller at all, or are they the same? I think they're the same. So that doesn't really work. Let's go 18s then. Yeah, doesn't it get... Actually, funnel. It's only got 2 spots, but the bridge is in the way of both. But the other bridge towers are huge. Like, they take up so much more room. Like that. And I can't put funnels in them, so... It's better to just go main tower as the basic one. Because we've got such a small hull that we can't afford the others. Now let's just go standard there. I fit one in here. Oh, sort of, but not really, because it's offset to one side. Hmm. There, so I can have 4 of these. Kind of worthless, and they're going to be really affected by negative or the acceleration and the torque. But I can try it. See how much this stuff's up. 4 torpedo boats from Japan versus 1 German battleship. Okay. Save your torpedoes. Full charge. Yeah, stay ahead formation. Back of the fence. Gunfire mode. Save your ammo too. There we go, we got the Kari, the Kinoshima, the Hashima, and the Karatsu. Okay. Ah, and I have to change it for each individual ship. There we go. That'll be nice if we could get a toggle for that. There you go. We don't know what this battleship is yet. Let's get the formation going. Come on, we're picking up speed. So across all 4 ships we got 8 torpedoes. Yeah, 8 18-inch torpedoes, so they're pretty powerful torpedoes. But we haven't got many of them, so we gotta make the most of them as best we can. Formation forming up. Let's keep trying to lead them whilst presenting a minimum profile to him. Try and make it harder for him to actually hit us. The range. So we got 3 kilometer range on these torpedoes, but we don't want to be launching that far away. We want to be basically launching as close as we can get. Ah, we're flooding, that's annoying. Why did that change to that way? I don't know. You gonna launch your torpedoes at all? No, you're just gonna sink without launching them, so... Come on, launch them. Launch them before you go down. You're drawing his fire. Yep, sinking due to heavy flooding. Let's turn. Get those torpedoes off, please. Ah, you're flooding now too, god damn it. Ah. Come on, I just want you guys to launch your torpedoes. Is it really that hard to ask? Because I can see you haven't launched them yet. Is flooding. Oh, someone's launching torpedoes. Did you finally launch them? You did. Good. You haven't launched yours yet, though. I don't know what you're doing. You're not even following. Come on, guys. I need you launching your torpedoes, please. You have literally one job. Yeah, I think he's gonna dodge that one. Dude, what the hell's going on here? I don't know how their formation stuff works, because he was the formation leader, but now he's not the formation leader. This one's flooding now. Oh, we lost one. We're about to lose another one. We lost another one. You guys are really rubbish at actually launching your torpedoes. because they just never fire them. I really don't get it. Yeah, this didn't work. What can I do to make that work, though, is the question. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure what I can do to make that different. See, that increased the cost dramatically is the problem, because two of them, 6 torpedoes, that is 600. So, financially, I'm better if I do duels. That lets me build 2. Hmm. So before, I had 2 torpedoes on 4 boats, make 8. Now I've got 12 torpedoes on 2 boats. I'm not sure how much I can really adjust that much. There'll be smaller torpedoes, but we can get away with that. Doesn't really save us much, does it? No, that doesn't really save us much at all. Oh, can I not get to... Why can I not set that to the 350 it was before? Now I literally can't set it to what it was on before. Was that really the thing? Yeah, why can't I get that to 350? I don't know. That's a pain, because that puts me literally just touch over. What can I do for that then? I can do that, make them a little bit more durable. That might be worth it. See how we go. Admiral Reginald Bacon. Okay. Let's try not and get hit first this time, I'd say. Because that seemed to happen last time. It didn't go well for us. Oh, come on. He already destroyed a torpedo tube? Really? God damn it. What the? I think I just torpedoed myself there. I think that's what just happened there. I kind of feel like that's what happened there anyway. So yeah, that didn't work. And if I exit, let's just try balance torpedo tech. Now we're a Chinese boat, okay. Drop the speed down. I gotta chuck a main gun on, I'll chuck a main gun on. Let's see what we can do. Why don't I just put that as a twin then? Oh no, because that pushes it over. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, you literally can't give any armor to these, so not sure what I can really do to actually make this work. Yeah. This is not going to end well, I feel. Also, really feels like we should have torpedo in there, but we can't mount any there. Which means that we lose all that space at the bow if we can't put anything there to offset it at all. I can try this. It's probably going to end just as badly as the last one, though. And I really don't know how to make the most out of these torpedoes. I haven't really figured that part out. Like where you launch them. No. You launched yours. gonna get hit by one of these. And he's gonna dodge those entirely. Oh, you launched a torpedo again. Just a single one though. Where's your other ones? You didn't launch them. Didn't have them loaded, I guess. I've really not figured out how to make them work. He's probably going to dodge all these. Because he's turned the wrong direction. Yeah. Ah, you launched yours too. That's good. Yeah, see, they're gonna miss, and that's gonna miss too, so... They're gonna basically... Neither of them are gonna have torpedoes left, really. Yeah, yours aren't ready, so... Come on, did he destroy the torpedo tube? Yes, he did. Oh, it's flooding again. Yeah, he's gonna dodge that one too, see? He's flooding badly. Even then they're really good at dodging. Ah, those are gonna hit. Yeah, there we go. Ah, we lost one of the boats. But is he gonna flood quicker than he can pump out? Hopefully. Because he's not looking healthy. Yeah, he should be having his gun ports flooding basically at this point. Ah, we lost an engine. Bugger. And no, he's not sinking, so we need to get another volley of torpedoes off. Which we're not going to get off because we've only got one launcher left that's still got ammo. And it's not ready to fire, so... we can unload. I want the torpedoes ready to fire. They're not going to be ready to fire, but I want them to be ready to fire just as we come close to you. God damn it. I want that to fire on him now, basically. Damn it, we're gonna go down before these torpedoes go off, yes. And they got destroyed anyway, so... almost! It didn't work. He should have sunk there, but he didn't. And I'm not sure what the workaround for that's gonna be. Shame we can't do the offset tubes. Is that gonna work? Probably not. Probably not gonna work very well at all. But we are using exactly 50%, so we can make 2 of these. Let's try it, why not? What have we got to lose? There we go. Chinese versus the Italians again. Not sure how these situations come about, but they have. Yeah, they got 5-kilometer range, but they never launch at range. Oh, or they do, just as I say they don't. Oops, I accidentally clicked out the window there. You launch your torpedoes too. The thing is, by the time they get there, they're so spread out. Are any actually going to hit? I mean, he's not turning particularly quick, so he might take one here. Possibly two. Yeah, there's one. Is he going to take that one? No, I think he's turning too much. Yeah, he's going to miss that one, which is unfortunate. And that means that those ones are going to miss too. See, again. Just massive flooding. Let's wait for the torpedoes to load. And then we'll try again. Or we just get smashed like that. Not very effective. Okay, you've got torpedoes, yours are loading, so charge in there with all of that lack of speed. Whilst he's firing at the other guy. Or not. That's a unusual spread there. The other guy sank. Yeah, he's sinking and he didn't launch his torpedoes, did he? Yeah, I really don't know how you're supposed to do this one, because everything I've tried never works. Freaky jet. It's gonna get hit by one torpedo here, maybe. Or not, no. Yeah, this one's not even worth waiting out to see. No, that's gonna end badly in the first place, so... I really don't know how to resolve that one. Literally everything I've tried doesn't really work. Oh, I could sort of do that. That sort of works. And And that gives me, so I could fire, turn, and then fire the other sides. Like that. I mean, they're literally rotated in opposite directions, so that's probably going to bug me. Something like that, yeah. Why is the port weight offset so much? When the weight should be even. I don't know. That's 4 torpedoes, 3 each gun. I could fit additional one, but that's literally not worth it, so no. Not gonna do that. Get something that, yeah. Not sure why I've got this double port, after weight and port weight, sorry. Never mind, I answered my own question there. I saw where I was being stupid. Nah, that doesn't work. These guns are probably not going to do much, but I've got them. Give this a shot. See what happens here. So now we got 3 French torpedo boats versus a British battleship. Okay. Please torpedo. They already got a range of 3 kilometers, which is an issue. guys. Wait. Why are you literally not going anywhere? Yeah. Why are they not going anywhere? That's odd. Nothing wrong with their engines. What is going on? Ah, you dodged that torpedo. Yeah. Literally, what's going on when they're not moving? This is really odd. I don't know why. Why they're not moving. Because by everything I know, they should be. But you've got some movement now. You're barely moving. You're doing 4 knots. What? And yet they were running fine until the first guy was sunk. First guy was sunk, then they literally stopped moving entirely. AI can have control of you. You're doing a whole 5 knots. Why? And there goes one of your guns. That's really weird. Like, that's extremely weird. Well, we've done, like, nothing to him. Yeah, we've done literally nothing. Hey, you launched torpedoes finally. Too bad you're going to be sunk. Yep, there you go. And he's probably going to turn away and avoid these. Yes, he is. Ah. Hey, look, you're finally moving. You haven't really done anything this fight, but you're moving. Not work that out. And that's basically not doing anything either. Really not worked out how torpedo boats are supposed to work in this. But I get what they're supposed to do, but they just don't do it. Never seem to be able to do anything with them, so there it goes. So, mission failed. Do you want to retrieve that? No. So, yeah, that's Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Got a little bit done, I suppose. Not a lot, but a little bit. And, yeah, we'll just have to go with that for now, and then we'll rejoin at some point in the future, and we'll see how much further we get from there. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. That's probably enough for today, so until next time, I'm Denodon. This is Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Safe sailing.